In this video, I will review the Centurion Action 10 weak spots stats with configuration and armor profile at the end of the video. So first of all, let's get started with the weak spots of the tank. In the lower plate to the right side here, we have Armour compartment, which means if you went through, you will most likely Armour the tank frontally or even blow up from full HP. This storage location is very common among the British tanks, which means they all have the configuration Armour compartment here. For example, the Super Conqueror, the Chieftain, the Conqueror, and many other British tanks has here, so you can amorag them frontally. On the right side of the upper plate, we have the driver, which means if you pan through the lower plate, you will most likely eliminate the driver here. Let's go now to the left side of the tank. In the turret, we have the loader here. In the hull, we have ammo compartment below the turret, all the way here. At the back, fuel tank storage here, and engine here. Let's go now to the rear side of the tank. Here in the upper side we have fuel tank storage, and the lower side we have the engine. In the right side we have in the turret the commander here below the cupola, and the gunner here below the rangefinder of the cupola. In the turret we have ammo compartment, same configuration here, fuel tank storage, and the engine here. So let's go now and talk about the stats of this tank, which are the following. We have here a 105mm caliber gun with 390 alpha damage and 480 SHE. The penetration goes 268 with APCR base ammunition, which is really amazing, 330 with heat ammunition, and 105 with hash high explosive squash head. So this is better than the simple HE. Really amazing shell types here. So obviously we have 10 negative gun depression. The DPM is really amazing, 2838 base DPM, which is really amazing. The gun has 0.31 dispersion, which means if you are fully aimed, the tank is really accurate, but the aim time is a bit long, 2.1 sec. Our reload is 8 sec for a 390 alpha damage, which can high roll up to 488, which is really amazing. We have 1950 HP. The armor we will check at the end of the video, but this tank doesn't have really good armor. Even in hold on position, the tank has low and weak armor, even in the turret. The speed we have here, the tank weighs in 55 tons with 1040 horsepower. This is amazingly high horsepower, which means the tank will actually go with 53 kilometers per hour all the time, average speed, and backwards 20. With this horsepower, the tank is amazing. Obviously, concealment actually not bad concealment for this tall of the tank, and the view range is exceptional, 410 base view range. So really exceptional things here. Let's go now and configure this tank. As the field modification goes, this at max level and this for the tank to be able to go with 55 kilometers per hour, as you can see, mobility. So the tank is even faster. Other than that, I won't select anything. So let's go and select all the good cruise skills what we can have here. In the first slot we have a turbocharge slot if you want even better mobility, but the tank will go with 55 kilometers per hour, which is amazing. So I will select here ventilation. In the second slot we have scouting or survivability. So I will select survivability, and in this slot let's see what we can have here. Yeah, we don't have a slot for the gun rammer, we don't have firepower, so I have to select something else for this as a stabilizer. Improves rotation mechanisms to have the bonus value on this. And in the third slot I will select the gun rammer like this. So let's select this and this. So the base standard ammunition is APCR with 1470 shell velocity speed, which is really amazing, and fast, really fast shell type with 268 base penetration, which is amazing. The heat ammunition we have here with 1173 shell velocity speed. This is really fast for a heat shell. This is amazingly fast. And the hash round with amazingly fast 1173 shell velocity speed and 600 damage if you high grow, and obviously 105 millimeters of penetration, which is a really high penetration. So the ammunition types and the gun is just amazing of this tank. Let's go now and check the stats. Here we have 3455 DPM, really amazing DPM, which means 6.7 sec for a 390 alpha damage. Aim time 1.84. Now it's really amazing, and dispersion 0.28. So this stats, this gun now is really close to the Leopard 1 gun as the accuracy and aim time. Really amazing values we got here with this configuration. Obviously, we have amazing stabilization with this bonus rotation mechanism. So, obviously, 55 kilometers per hour for the speed. Our tank is fast. The camo is bad camo value. As you can see, 480 is not even as good as for a TD camo, so you will be spotted very easily. And we have 462 view range, which is actually again still amazing. So let's go now and check the armor of this tank. So in a flat surface, if you're facing a tank, in the lower plate it has 130, upper plate 100, around 200. But the turret is actually weak, a lot of weak spots here with below the gun. Let's switch to visual now, so you will be able to see here around 250 to the left side here, where the turret has some flat surfaces, even if it's rounded like this. At this flat surface, at the top of the turret here, it is overmatchable with heat ammunition, but with APCR you can't overmatch, obviously. To the left side and to the right side of the gun we have some weak spots here again, so a lot of weak spots in this turret. Let's switch back to live. Obviously, as you can see, obviously cupola 127 and if you're loading the heat ammunition, obviously the top of the tank is overmatchable because of this angled plate, as you can see. So keep this in mind, the tank doesn't have any good armor. Let's go now to the side. We have here in the turret around 100 millimeters, 98 in the hull. Actually it's really weak in the hull with 51 millimeters of penetration protection, which means it will be able to be penetrated with HE shells, as you can see. If you switch to HE, even 51, oh, even all the tanks can pen this with HE from the side, so be careful. From the rear we have in the turret around 95, 100, cupola 100, the rear 32, really weak for HE. The other side is same, just and the hull is obviously weak. So let's go and check the tank in side scrape position. The tank actually, let's say, can side scrape against AP and APCR shells, but if the enemy are loading the heat ammunition, we have here an Object 140 gun with 330 heat penetration. The whole side will become just green, and there is no chance to side against heat ammunition because it will be overmatchable. And obviously the top of the turret, which is a really big weak spot here, and some flat surfaces around the turret. So yeah, against heat ammunition you can't side scrape, but against AP and APCR shells the tank actually can side scrape. Let's go now in 10 degree of gun depression to see how the tank performs in hold down position like this. So the tank, yeah, has let's switch to visual. The tank is really weak even in hold down position, impenetrable below the gun here, and obviously if you're shooting heat ammunition, as you can see that the tank is just green, and even the upper plate is penetrable, so not even a big deal here. Visual, obviously below the gun to the left side here to the cheek, obviously this flat surface here, so a lot of flat surfaces weakness on the turret even in hold down position, so the tank actually can't really against heat and against tier 10 the tank can't play in hold down position in aggressive position because they will just pan it with, as you can see, 260-70 millimeters of penetration at these flat surfaces here even in hold down position. And yeah, obviously the top of the turret is just penetrable, this flat surface. So conclusion, the tank is fast, 55 kilometers per hour. Actually it will go with 55 kilometers per hour because of the really good 1000 horsepower engine, but the tank, yeah, and the gun is really amazing, really accurate. We have really good shell types, APCR, heat, hash, ammunition, really good DPM, really good view range, base view range, fast shell types, as you can see. 10 degree of gun depression, which is against tier 10, is just useless because, as you can see, this flat surface here and here, penetrable, the top of this turret here, obviously, and even the upper plate in a hold down position, just not enough, and below the neck. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, like, subscribe, and stay tuned for the next video.